up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In the next episode of the S2000 series, last episode we focused on the front OEM style lip. I wasn't able to get to the rest of the exterior mods I was wanting to, so today we're going to be focusing on the rear trunk spoiler. Today should be another fairly easy install. I actually had this exact same spoiler on my last S2000. It's another piece that you can get from eBay. It already comes paint matched and all. I think it does come with 3M double-sided tape to stick to the bottom of it. I must have misplaced it, so I went ahead and picked up a couple from O'Reilly's just the other day. We'll also be using some rubbing alcohol, cotton swab to kind of prep the area of the trunk. And then also I'm gonna be using tape as well to kind of mark exactly where I want it before I stick it, because 3M tape, if you ever dealt with it before, once you kind of suck it, it does not like to come back up. That is gonna be the purpose of it. Don't want that coming up. We're also gonna be using the heat gun to kind of prep the area, kind of heat up the tape so it adheres a little bit better. A little change of scenery. It's a little bit darker now. I had to go run to Home Depot, get some off spray, citronella candle. If you know Texas, the mosquitoes are built different around here. I was getting bit through my clothes and I was just not about to go through an install, being uncomfortable. So it's dark now. I decided to back the car in so it has a little bit better of lighting. So we're gonna get started. I have the spoiler just sitting on the trunk now. It's just resting. It's not exactly where it's supposed to be because where it's sitting right now kind of comes and hangs down a little bit further than it's supposed to. So I'm going to go ahead and push the spoiler where it needs to be, and to go ahead and I'll probably mark tape up at the top where it exactly needs to be, and then I'm gonna start prepping the area and then applying the 3M tape to the bottom of the spoiler. All right, so I have some electrical black tape up at the top of where the back of the spoiler will be. That's just so whenever I go to stick the spoiler on, I know exactly where it needs to be lined up. So I'm gonna go ahead and start applying the 3M tape to the bottom of the spoiler. And then I'm going to use the alcohol swab, or rubbing alcohol and the cotton swab to start prepping the actual trunk. So I also use the rubbing alcohol on the actual spoiler as well, because I'm gonna be sticking the tape to it first. One thing I did not mention is you can see that there are some holes already on the spoiler. That's for if you want to drill into your trunk and then mount it that way. This is not some big wing or anything like that. We're gonna be getting some crazy downforce. It's exactly how I attached it on my last S2000 with the double-sided 3M tape, and a couple other people that I've talked to, they've done the same thing, and I never had a problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it that way, just so I don't have to drill any holes into my trunk. Got all the 3M double-sided tape attached on there, maybe a little overboard, but I really do not want it to come up. The fun part is gonna be trying to flick up the red side of that to expose the tape. But first off, I'm gonna go ahead and prep the trunk by using the alcohol and the cotton swab. All right, I'm gonna let that dry, and while that's drying, I'm gonna go ahead and flick the red part off of the 3M tape. All right, so I have all of the red part taken off. A little life hack is if you get a X-Acto knife or box cutter, you can use that to kind of flip a corner. Once you kind of corner it up, you can just peel it off. So that's all ready to go. I'm just gonna heat up the tape with the heat gun, and then I'm gonna heat up the trunk, and then hopefully I get it right on the first try. it is on there, and as a white dad would say, it ain't going anywhere. Unless you got Mike Tyson trying to rip it up, but not too bad, pretty easy. Looks good, little something to kind of dress up the rear end. All right, so that's gonna be all for the video today. Another pretty simple, easy install. I'm gonna go ahead and try to put the link to this spoiler in the description below. If you like what you saw, I appreciate it if you like, comment, or subscribe if you wanna see more of what I have in store for the S2000 series. And on that, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.